skills development today. Do you know anything about the types of development you go through? Physical development, social development, emotional development, cognitive development. Alright, so that's what we're going to talk about. So, first thing we have here is cognitive development. Okay? How many of you have heard of a brain? This is your brain development. Next one is social development. What do you guys know about social development? You guys are really good at that. Talking. Communication, right? So, I don't know because I can't get it unstuck. Physical development. What do you guys think you know about physical development? You grow. She took yours. You have emotional development. What do you think about emotional development? What do you think about when you hear that?
How you feel.
Sad. How you control your emotions, how you deal with stress, right? What we're going to do for our activity is we're going to figure out how these development categories work with sports. How does soccer in itself, playing on an organized team, help contribute to these four categories of your development? And I'm telling you, it's a huge contribution. It's a really good thing that you guys are in a sport. It really improves how you develop in all these four places. What I'm going to do is now you have an idea of what I'm looking for and what these different categories need. You can get as many pieces of construction paper as you want. There, it's all right there. Okay, there's Sharpies there for you to write your idea of what soccer gives you development. I'm writing it. Nice, Chief.
I need to write mine down.
I need this.
Sure, Lauren. Whatever.
I cope with that stuff.
I need to repeat it.
Put it in.
Oh my God, you're precious.
Guys, put them in here so that you, so I don't, no, we put it, no, look at that.
Put it right here.
These are all girls who happen to be in Piaget's formal operational stage, and they show all those signs. You know, they're logically thinking. I was able to show them examples of what I wanted, and they were able to take that and make more examples of their own. They were able to fight with one another, and they all have that egocentrism that they're the best and they know what they're supposed to be doing. And so looking at that, it really is an example of this formal operational stage of 13 and 14-year-old girls.
Next one. Friends. Social. I'm just going to answer that one for you.
Is this friend I thought it'd be yourself?
Actually, that would be emotional.
That.
Okay.
Stress reliever.
Stress reliever. What do you think that is? Emotional, right? Stress is an emotion. You gotta develop your emotions. You have to be able to, soccer allows you to develop the skill to be a little bit more stress-free, right? But a big part of emotional development is how to handle stress. And sports has been proven by lots and lots of research that sports help you deal with stress better. So, yeah.
Better self-esteem.
Emotional. Self-esteem. Anything self-esteem is emotional. Yes. What do you think sympathy is? Physical development.
But
Being a part of an organized sports team is one of the best ways to develop a healthy lifestyle because you're forced to do that. So research has proven as well that people on an organized sports team have better physical health overall than people who are not on an organized sports team. So really important. Yes?
learning new skills.
Learning new skills.
Cognitive,
right? Because you're processing new information in your brain. Anytime your brain is processing new information, it's a cognitive skill.
Okay, so like it gives you lots of skills. Like soccer gives more than you think it does.
You as like a kid and adolescent because you're like getting more like social experience with your peers and stuff, and it like almost like opens you to be like a better person and learn more from people, and it like you're more successful in life if you're like interact with more people because you know how to interact with people.
I learned that soccer is like, there's a lot more things to do with soccer, like listening and paying attention and stuff, than just playing soccer.
And how does that help you when you go leave soccer?
So like I can listen to my friends and teachers.
It's always a good thing.
This whole lesson was really an understanding of all of the developmental theories we've talked about this semester, from physical and emotional to cognitive and social. And it was really a cool way to get these girls to understand what those things mean and how they all apply to soccer. Some of the ones that I purposely, specifically focused on were coping with stress, because they're at this stage of development that really allows them to do that, and soccer plays such a huge role in helping to teach them how to deal with that stress, as well as how does soccer help benefit them socially, making relationships and making friendships. All those sorts of things that we've talked about are really important, and I wanted them to understand that as well. Watching these girls develop into young women is a really cool thing as a coach, and so it was really cool to watch them learn and understand what they do when they're on the soccer fields and how it's adding to their overall development as young women, and watching them light up when they decided, oh, this is what kind of development that is, and watching them fight over who gets to hold the Sharpie and who doesn't. And it was just one of those things that it really allowed me to take note of how they develop and what they're developing and what stage of development they're in as middle school girls who are 13 and 14 years old. I mean, that's a stage of development that I haven't been in a long time. And so watching them discuss this and listen to me and take notice of all that's going on in their lives right now and how soccer is playing such a huge role in that, that was a really cool thing, not just as a student or as a coach, but as a person myself. You know, as a coach, I respect these young women so much, and I look up to them a lot to see what can I do and how can I be better. And it's a really cool thing as a coach to be able to say they took something away from me that isn't just soccer. They took away something about their lives and their futures, and that's something that not a lot of coaches can say, because teaching them about what soccer really means isn't something that's talked about very often. So I feel really grateful that I got to teach them this, and I really am glad that they took something away from it.